Hey guys, how are you today? So I wanted to come on really fast to talk to you guys about a support group. So a lot of you always ask me like, Belize, how do you have so much confidence? Why you are in a F it mode? Like you just don't really care. I got to this point way before I met my husband, so I don't want y'all to continue to attach the fact that, oh, she's married and now she has kids now, that's why she's happy. I was not happy. Even when I even got into my relationship, I still struggled with overcoming the thoughts sometimes, okay? So with that being said, I got to break down why I got to a point where I was able to overcome herpes, overcome the thoughts, overcome the shame, overcome the feelings. Most importantly is because I had a support group that I use. A lot of you guys have no support at all. I'm so blessed that YouTube is shooting my video out to the world right now, because a lot of you guys are reaching out to me because you had no support at all. You didn't know anything. The doctor's not telling you anything, and you're going to Google, which I love the fact of education. But the thing about it is, self-education sometimes is not the best education, because at the end of the day, the information could, you have no way to understand what is true and what is false. So many people have the ability to go out online and just put out information. Even for me, I tell y'all to test everything I say, look it up for yourself, know for a fact what I even say. But I'm telling you guys, sometimes when I went onto Google 8 years ago, what you guys have now, I did not have. When I say I did not have, some of you guys know more than me. You know why? Because at the end of the day, y'all have more access than I had. 8 years ago, it was not like this. It was barely any information about herpes. It was barely any support groups. YouTube was nowhere near where it is today. I don't even think YouTube was out then. So much, was it? I don't even remember if it was out then at that time. I don't think so. So with that being said, it was just at that point where I didn't have nowhere to turn. I was going to a lot of outdated websites, CDC, and the American Sexual Association is not what it is today. It was very brief, it was very cutthroat, and I was still very, very confused. So I needed support. I was going through it by myself. I went into denial for a long period of time where I was like, freaking, I don't have it. I don't even care if I got it, whatever. And I was living a reckless lifestyle sometimes, where I just wasn't saying anything. I'm not going to say I did not do it. I have done it. So I have done it in my life as well, where yeah, I have done it in my life where I didn't tell people, and I felt completely horrible for not doing it. But then I got to a point where I realized, you know what? I don't want to do that, because I'm not fair to them, because I didn't have a choice to choose at all. I didn't ask for it, anything like that. So I am going to give that person to choose their fate for their own life, because a lot of us are in predicaments where we're not able to pick our own fate, even if we do safe sex. Safe sex, guys. A lot of y'all think safe sex is just condoms. Safe sex is just not condoms. Safe sex is condoms, STD testing, and education. A lot of y'all are doing the STD testing without full knowledge. That means you don't even know what to fully ask for, or even what they're testing for. You have to understand, I'm sorry, I'm going to side note, but you have to understand, every clinic you go to do not test for the same things. For example, so if you go to a health clinic, they're only going to test for gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV typically, okay? Sometimes syphilis. You must ask them, hey, what is your STD panel includes? What do it consist of? And they're going to tell you what it consists of. And if you're not getting everything you need, you saying, I want a full panel. A full panel to them is not a full panel to you. So you have to open your mouth up, not assuming, which a lot of us do. We assume, me included, I did it, assuming that they're protecting us. Nobody's going to protect you but you. Nobody cares about you but you. At the end of the day, nobody cares. And that's something I had to learn. Nobody cares about you but you. That man that you've been with for 30, 40 plus years, you ain't married to him, he don't care. Even being in marriage, sometimes that person don't even fully care. Not saying they don't love you, but at moment, some people just don't care about you at the moment. So the person who should care the most is you. So you got to do your part. So safe sex, guys, safe sex is STD testing, condoms, and education. Please, it's time to get the education part. We are stuffed down our throat each and every day, STD testing and condoms. But at the end of the day, half of y'all are not educated. Me included. I was not educated. So it's time to get educated. So make sure when you're getting tested, most importantly, when you're getting tested, to ask for everything by name. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, HIV, syphilis. Ask for them by now. Oh, Hep C. Ask for all of it. Open your mouth and say it, because you assuming that, and then when your test results come back, which they're not giving them to you, you don't take people's words. I had to learn that too, guys. When they say, oh, you're clean, you're like, no, I need a copy of my paperwork. Make them send me your labs. Make sure you get them papers. You look at it. Because you need to make sure they tell the truth. I'm telling you, sometimes these doctors are not telling the truth. They be lying, saying they doing something, they not doing it. So if you want to make sure you're fully doing what you need to do, you need to back them up, and you need to check their behinds, okay? Because I know people who thought they got tested for certain things, they never got tested when they pulled their results. I have people who pull their labs, and all the information on their labs wrong. From information they put down, the stuff they told the nurses did not write the right stuff down. That dang near wasn't even her test results. It wasn't even her records. So what my saying is, check behind them, guys. We trust the health industry too goddamn much. I'm just telling you, we trust them too much. We got to remember, they're human beings. They make human errors. And some people just don't give a hot flip. They hate their job. They don't think they're getting paid enough. They're doing the bare minimum not to get fired. So with that being said, when it comes to your health, you force them to do their job. You force them to do their job, or you report them. Okay? Simple as that. With that being said, let's go back to the support group. I just had to get that out. I think that was just time for y'all to hear that. But the support group, so I didn't have any of what y'all have now. You know, it's so easy to find information. It's so easy to get updated information. It's so easy to break stuff down, things like that. That was not offered to me. So the person I am today is based off no information, okay? I'm the person I am today where I don't really push cures. I don't do that stuff because that information really wasn't given to me. So who you see today, the person that's created today, is a person who didn't have any hope at the moment because nothing was there. Y'all are blessed. Y'all had the ability to use herbs and all this stuff like that, but I'm at a point in my life I care less because it doesn't affect my life anymore. And I'm Christian, so I don't believe anything. I'm not worrying about it. I'm healed by the blood of Jesus. I'm moving forward. So I'm not really concerned at all, because I know you guys are wondering, like, but listen, then why you just want to get cured? Because it's not a big deal. I feel like you want to cure because you want clarity in your own mind. I have clarity in my own mind, so I'm pretty okay with my body. I'm okay with my life. I still have outbreaks time to time, but they are not the end of the world for me. My husband really doesn't care. So I was like, you know what? What's the point of even for me to do a cure now, because my husband, I have somebody who loves me and who don't care, and I'm at a point in my life where I have everything I want plus more, even with it. Okay, so who you see today is a person who was created with no information for real, no support groups for real, and no information on cures and no videos. That is who I am. So a lot of you guys are getting confused, upset, pissed, stuck in shame because you got too much information from people who don't know what they're talking about typically, and then also from a lot of people who just like to put stuff out because they're mad because they have it. Okay, I come to learn a lot of people just be putting stuff out there, and you gotta also, we're all humans, guys. We all have our perspective on what's important and what's not. And I hear this even from the doctors, where people are going to the doctor's office and they say it's so common, it's no big deal, don't worry about it, you don't have to worry about it. Sorry. You don't have to worry about it. It's just not that serious. Everybody have it, but they don't tell you. I need somebody on the bottom to say if they doctor told you this. I know mine did not say this, but that is contagious. They didn't tell you. Make sure you're not having sex when you're having an outbreak, including symptoms. Outbreak, guys, let me tell you this again. An outbreak is when you have symptoms, period. Itching, scratching, burning, swollen lymph nodes, aching legs, however it comes to your body, that is an outbreak. An outbreak ain't just a bump, okay, guys? That is just not it. It's just not a bump. And a lot of guys are looking for a bump. You may not have a bump. You may look like an ingrown hair. It may look like an abrasion. It may look like a red bump. It may look like a pimple. It may look like little razor cuts. It may look like anything. It may look like a rash. Everybody is different. So most importantly, if you have any of those things, make sure you get tested. If you're somebody who's watching this video and never ever been tested, or having things going on down there and they have no clue if they have it because you're trying to self-diagnose yourself, I understand, guys. Google have failed us with that self-diagnosing. Guys, please get tested. But it's very vital to know some of these things, so when you go in, you can challenge the doctor to force them to test you, because I'm telling you, these doctors will not test you if you don't want. If you don't push them, they ain't gonna jack them up against the wall, so you better test me. They won't do it. They're like, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You don't need to be tested. It's nothing. I'm not gonna test you today because you don't have an active outbreak. Oh no, I'm not gonna test you today because it's already healing. Oh no, I'm not gonna test you today because you don't seem high risk. Oh, I'm not gonna test you today because I see yourself lately and you have no problems. That's an excuse not to do their job. Don't listen to any of that. Force them to do their job. If not, report their behinds. Do you hear me? And I say, if you don't want to do it, I want to report your doctor's office. And I'm telling you, they will do it. All right? So make sure you make them do what they need to do. Back to the support groups. So like I said, I am who I am because of lack of information that was given and lack of anything. I became this person because I didn't have anything, have anybody, so I had to run with who I am now. I become who I want to be. So for you guys, I'm telling you, get in a support group. Get in a support group. Get in a support group. For me, I got into supportgroups.com. Oh my God, when I got in, it was 10,000 people. Now it's 50,000 people in this group. Probably more than that by the day. And all these people come in each and every day stating that they have herpes, talking about their things. I learned so much about it. I learned from people who had it for 30, 40 years, 20 something years, you know, so I learned so much. So some of this stuff that I learned from other people who had it. I didn't just learn it all from experience. I learned from people who had it. I come to learn. The best person to learn something from is the person who had it, not from a person who learned it out of a book. But books are awesome, guys. I'm not knocking. I have education. I have a master's degree. Because some of y'all are challenging me thinking I'm not educated. So a sister got a master's degree in human services with a concentration in life coaching. And I have a bachelor's degree in business administration, okay? So with that being said, I'm not a dumb chick. But what I have learned, the fact that I have a business, I didn't learn that at school for business administration. I learned how to work for people. What I learned in life coaching, I didn't learn half of that stuff in that book. I learned it from my own experience. So yes, I love education. I tell you, if you want to get a degree, get it. But no, experiences, work ethic, trial and error is the best. It's the best lesson. It's the best teacher. It is the best. You know, so I'm not knocking education at all. But most importantly, you have to understand, just because somebody went to school for it, don't always mean they know anything. Because once again, like I said, people talk about from from perception. What's important to them. So me and you, just say me and Keisha sitting right here, and we telling the same story. Okay, I'm talking about word from word. Me and Keisha, they're like, such and such did this, that, right? Keisha gonna tell you what's important to her, and Belief's gonna tell you what's important to her. And you only gonna hear what's important to you. So a lot of you guys got to understand, when y'all watch my videos, when y'all read stuff, when y'all hear from your doctors, you're only getting their one side of their side of the story. I can't even remember the word. I'm blanking. But anyway, you're just getting what is important to them. So it's most importantly for you to go out, seek it yourself also, and also get clarity. Okay, there's nothing wrong with clarity. There's nothing wrong with seeking the information. I'm all down with education. We're in new years where you can get the education, but also there's nothing wrong with getting counsel. There's nothing wrong with getting clarity. We all need it because a lot of us have questions about herpes and have no clue where to go to get answers. Okay, so I'm here. So with the support group, it helped me because I was able to watch 10,000 plus people each and every day tell their stories, their struggles, their thoughts, everything, and it gave me perspective that I am not the only one. A lot of you guys feel beyond alone because you have herpes. You're not alone. I promise. You're not alone at all. I'm talking about half of the people who probably on my page. I have like 1,500 people. Half of them probably have herpes. Okay. Half of the people who comment on my pages, who with the negative and the positive, half of them have herpes, know it and don't know it. Okay, so with that being said, you have to understand so many people have it to a point where it's crazy. But we didn't know that because it was very secretive. So now I was able to see that, read all that stuff. I didn't say anything for months. As y'all know, I'm a talkative person. I've always been like this, but literally I didn't say anything. I just watch. And then after a while, I seen a couple of young ladies who were just struggling with their confidence. And I'm like, no, these girls ain't gonna get like this. They ain't gonna stay like this. They're not gonna kill themselves. Because I had women say they're gonna kill themselves. No, you're not killing yourself because of herpes. You're just not gonna do it, okay? You're just not gonna do it. Not on my watch. That's how my mom was. Not on my watch. You're not gonna do it. By then, they were families to me without even knowing me. That's how I feel. I'm very overprotective over what I care about. As y'all know, I'm very passionate about this. So y'all, all my family, y'all don't know it. I will go to bat for y'all. And sometimes I just won't say nothing because people just want to say what they want to say, and I don't always try to take anything personal. But at the end of the day, I just felt like you're not going to go because of this. So I reached out. I started talking to women. I started getting their inboxes, started talking to them. And I got to a point that was my passion. I was like, I used to be on there all day, all night. At that time, phones weren't even saving stuff on our phone. Like now, like all our passwords are saved. It wasn't really doing that back then. So now, by then, I was on it so much that it finally saved it. And I was just kicking in, just getting in and talking to so many people. And I got to a point my confidence was on 100 because I was like, I'm going to help her. My confidence came from helping other people. Like, where I am is because I helped so many motherfucking people. I say I helped about 300 something men and women. I have helped thousands. No lie. For 8 years, I helped thousands. I don't even remember half the people I talked to, and even the people I haven't even talked to directly. But I can say, talking to, I have helped thousands of people. Just having the passion to say, I don't want you to take yourself out, and let's work through this. Let's be real, let's get raw, and let's talk. So that really was my saving grace, because I was able to talk. I was able to hear stories similar to mine. I was able to relate. I had my sisters and my brothers right by my side. I'm like, and they were not, and I'm gonna be honest with you, in this support group, it was not any black people. We were like dots. It was predominantly Caucasians, okay? African Americans, it wasn't any, and it was pretty much white or Caucasian, however y'all want to be proper about it. So with that being said, I was in there with Caucasians, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I want to give them some confidence, I want to get some love, and they were so supportive. No lie, you know, and it makes things comes off like, oh, she's talking about race. Y'all talk about race, so let's talk about it. Let's be real. So with that being said, it was just so great to be somewhere where we did not look at our color, that we looked at, okay, we all got the same problem, and let's serve each other. And we served each other to 100, and to a point where I got to a point where I accepted herpes. I wasn't all out with it, but when the people I was having sex with, if I was with a new guy or whatever, I was willing to tell him and be upfront with him, and I had no problems with that. I'm telling y'all, ladies, guys, y'all act like y'all care, but when you like a chick or you like a dude, you don't care that much. Sometimes we just accept them. So I hear people talking about, I wouldn't go through that, I wouldn't do this. Until you get into the situation, please be quiet, please. I really suggest you to be quiet, because your day will come. You will reap the words that come out your mouth. Because I used to be that type of person. I never get an STO. I never do this. I never do that. And I did it all. Okay, I went through all of it. So I would really strongly suggest you keep your mouth off yourself. Okay, keep your mouth off yourself. Be quiet. Just say, dang, I never would think somebody would be in that situation. You know, and be positive about the situation. And if you can help the person, help them get through. Don't be so judgmental. Because I promise you, your day will come. Your day will come. It may not be herpes. It could be something else that you talk and put your mouth on other people. Please keep your mouth off people. You don't know. What you reap, what you sow. If you want to say karma, it is real, y'all. These words that come out your mouth are real. So you say it, oh, it's coming back to give you your harvest, okay? So with that being said, I'm telling you guys, like, the support group was my all in all. It helped me get to this point, to a point where I felt comfortable with telling people, the point where I was just so okay with me. I was okay with me, okay? So my main reason for coming on here is to give y'all the option to have a support group. I have a support group bi-weekly every 2 weeks on a Thursday. It's Eastern time at 8 o'clock. You'll be able to get on a call with us, and we'll talk about different topics. Like tonight, we're talking about feelings, how to overcome your feelings, because a lot of you guys are in your feelings about herpes, and I'm telling you, you're going to have to conquer them feelings, because if not, you're going to stay right where you are. That's depressed, upset, ashamed, and all of that other stuff. You're going to stay right there because your feelings are keeping you there, and you don't have to stay there. You have to really get to a point where you put your feelings on your back burner and keep it moving. Go. Okay, give him another piece. He giving you some. So with that being said, you just have to understand that you need a support group, and I will simply, your brother's gonna give you some candy. So you got to understand that you have that option with me where you can join us. Like I said, at 8 o'clock tonight. Bi-weekly on Thursdays. I'll give you all the information. You have to sign up for my email list for that. The information will be below. Whoever signs up before 7 o'clock, you'll be able to get information. If you see this video too late, it's a-okay. Still sign up. You may miss the call. But I always the next day send the whole list of replays. This is going to be our 12th session of support groups. So with that being said, you'll be able to hear all the support groups, all of what we talked about, everything. You won't miss it. You'll be able to get it and hear us talk tonight. So I just want to give y'all the opportunity to really able to get into a support group. You need it. I tell you, it is your bread and butter to acceptance. I tell you, it's your bread and butter to acceptance. So I hope this video helped y'all. Y'all know me, I'm random. I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't work on no script. I go from the dome, okay? Because at the end of the day, I feel like what comes forth is what you need, and somebody's praying for it. So I give it to you, okay? So I hope this helped you guys. Make sure you sign up for my email list below so you can jump on that call if you sign up before 7 o'clock Eastern time. you'll be able to get that information because I'm about to send it back out. And then another thing, if you miss it tomorrow, if you still sign up, you'll be able to get all the information and all the other 11 sessions. And other than that, if you haven't signed up for your free 45-minute session, you need to sign up for your session. This is only for first time people who never talked to me. You'll get your free session. If you have talked to me already, then it's time to do coaching, guys. I love you dearly, but it's time to do coaching. So you have the ability to do weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly coaching with me. I will do face-to-face. So we will do face-to-face if you live in Atlanta. We'll do Hangout, Google Hangout if you want to see me, or we can do phone, and that's very open. I try to work my life around my coaching clients, because at the end of the day, they have chosen to invest in themselves. So you guys, y'all are my bread and butter. I love y'all. So with that being said, this month I had a goal of talking to 15 people, like having 15 women or men that want to talk. I am opening up to you guys, so if you want to talk, we have that opportunity, but y'all know my focus is women. But with that being said, I have 15 people that I will talk to this month and coach them. Guys, like I said, I love y'all. I really invest a lot in y'all, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of mind, everything, and a lot of energy. So with that being said, I only want to do 15 so I can give all of you guys the energy and the time, and then next month we'll start doing another 15. If you miss this 15 mark, fine, still get in, book your date so you won't miss it, because guys, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's speeding up. We're in the beginning of the month and the people are already signing up, so I don't want you to miss that opportunity there. So have your free session. If you never talked to me, get a feel for me, figure out who I am, see if you can work with me. We can work together, and then move forward to get into your coaching, which is very, very affordable, guys. Anybody can say it. Anybody who know me and y'all know the prices, y'all can talk below. I'm beyond affordable. With that being said, I want to tell you guys I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and just know that you're not alone. Talk to y'all soon.